discount you are going to place on the risk of an asset or on anything related to the asset. So the higher the discount rate for a stream of cash flows in the future, the less you are going to value them presently. This is when we're getting into the minutia of finance stuff. And let's see, let's go through this whole question. I'll see if we can find kind of an easy way to identify the issues here. Diversified risk-averse investors will apply a higher discount rate to risky assets with highly variable cash flows, consequently valuing them less than they will value assets with comparable expected returns but less variable cash flows. Therefore, if a corporation changes its operations in a manner that reduces variability without affecting the size of its expected cash flows in any period, both the shares of the stock and call options will increase in value. This question here, he's really trying to throw a lot of finance vocabulary into the mix to mask what is a little bit, kind of a relatively simple question. Really, the simple answer to it is that, well, diversified risk-averse investors, they will apply a higher discount rate and hence value assets less when they have highly variable cash flows, but only when that variability is related to systematic risk. So when you have variability of an asset, it's going to be composed of, in part, systematic, semi-systematic, and unsystematic risk in whatever parts. So what this statement says incorrectly is that a diversified investor, no matter what type of variability the asset is composed of, they're going to find it less valuable. But in reality, that's not the case. It's only when that variability is composed of systematic volatility. So that's 2 points there for being able to say that, well, this is not true because diversified risk-averse investors only care about systematic risk, and variability of cash flows as a whole are going to be composed of systematic, semi-systematic, and unsystematic risk.
Can you just repeat the second part?
Yeah. Again, the first part was that that diversified risk-averse investors only are going to care about systematic risk, and when you have a variable asset, that variability is going to be composed of systematic risk, which the investor will care about, but also semi-systematic and unsystematic risk, which they will not care about. Now, we don't know in what proportion the variability is going to be, and theoretically it could have zero systematic risk, in which case they would value the asset exactly the same, even though it's very